closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children? What are they?
Red means
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters? Atom factories?
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like?
Well, I say you should have to prove your property first.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic with them, decent sort. But the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
Gets that from his father.
Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much.
I told her. You need someone to listen to your worries? Buy a puppy. Me?
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're
No
expected.
mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome, please. Have a look around.
Last one there's a rotten egg.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me,
Cohen
sir.
sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you.
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Did you look for the mask?
Didn't see one.
There's no other way to get us into Cohen's. It's got to be back there.
Poof. They're all gone.
must be somewhere else.
Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
It's temporary.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
I don't have all the flaws and drawbacks other people have. You know, emotion.
How is Ryan taking over Fontaine's business?
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to...
Sexual intimacy is no different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans, I sell companionship.
Sir, ma'am.
See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Gotta find that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Especially something in this way. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us in places.
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating. But also powerful and masculine. Oh, yes. I feel the urge to surrender.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason.
All that unpleasantness with Fontaine.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
Where's he hiding that box?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might
There
tumble
you
out.
are, you little son of a bitch.
Would you like me to tell you?
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes, in fact. Now, did your companion go...
Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean? You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Amazing. A few months ago.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Booker.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their out. Never mind your needs. Think of the needs of
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move! Move, move, that's right, that's right. Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music! To the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, you son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong has Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be handy.
A skyhook?
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber? Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
What do you want?
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? This outfit, it doesn't feel right. Should I change again?
I see what you've been using me this entire time.
How did show you?
Still looking. Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look.
Take your family to Fort Frost and Arcadia. Go out and shop. It's the Rapture way of life.
An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Welcome to the Circus of Value. No refund, no return.
How many have you had?
What is the greatest lie ever? What is the most vicious obscenity ever perpetrated on mankind?
Another burst pipe.
Store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
Let me see
Damn
that.
thing's locked.
Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah, our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
It's the king and underground who like the torch of the truck. It is this great inversion, this ancient lie which has chained humanity to an endless cycle of guilt and pain.
Careful! Franklin! They don't look friendly.
Who moved my glasses?
Nietzsche said, "You must have chaos within to give birth to a dancing star."
Ryan, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine's into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
Mr. DeWitt, Eve! Here you go!
Can you get this open?
Give me a second. All yours.
Hold it right there. It could have been easily avoided. I'm more careful. Don't disturb things.
Nice.
Are you still gonna be able to shoot straight?
Reminds us we all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite this, and the exaltation of man that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore, but the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
I never measure ounce for ounce. After all, honey, it's the punch that counts. I want a little more to shoot. Baby, it's gotta be
Gary, do you see that too? Looks like some doorway into another building.
I do, Betty, and it's absolutely nothing to worry about. You sure? Betty, we live in Rapture, a place of perpetual scientific breakthrough in London. You'll get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time.
I suppose we are living in the future.
Look up there.
Peanut? After all
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
That's right. Return.
Visit the Defense Pavilion in Fort Providence. Start building your castle today.
Show yourself. Don't back out now.
Of my first play, the Herald said, A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night. The Tribune called my first opera as... having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, all critics should be assassinated. I just might take him up on that.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
I'll be down here.
It is your duty to report the smuggler.
It's my part! Prepare yourself for
Go on without me.
short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Andrew Ryan asks you a simple question. Are you a man or a slave?
Because that ain't the answer.
Careful.
I am selling.
They don't look friendly.
And the right to feel like a man. To know you've been using me this entire time.
Rapture's most beloved musical artist returns with Why Even Ask, his greatest album yet. Songs of love, songs of joy, songs of passion. Buy Why Even Ask and invite Sandra Cohen into your home today.
Elizabeth.
Okay. Got it.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
There's no avoiding.
Feel better already. Think you can crack this one open?
On it. All yours.
To become an intellectual superhuman, you must wade deep.
Let me take
Cut it away like a tumor!
Being the best at what you do can really take it out of you. So unwind at Fort Frolic. Gamble, shop, take in a show, or meet a new friend, all at Fort Frolic. Fort Frolic, where the best and brightest celebrating success.
I got something new in the works. I've been on a sabbatical for going on 15 years now. I get some work, but relax, relax. Leave me alone. Ah, don't be such a party pooper. I gave you my all. Perhaps no half-measure!
You want to be as brilliant as you can possibly be? Visit Neptune's Bounty. Smart for your brain. Smart for your wallet.
How'd that get there? How can I keep it from happening to me?
The price of fame. To never be left alone. Always knew I'd be a star actor.
Show yourself.
Here, ammo! Catch!
Much obliged.
That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.